This week, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority is celebrating the Centennial Anniversary of their founding. Here to tell us about the organization as well as the local Xi Zeta Chapter in celebration and what they're doing is Erica Van Ross. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here on behalf of my sorority.
I know. I'm glad you're here on your sorority. It's always great to see you back on camera, too.
Yes.
A lot of people know you from
Yes.
your days of being on TV
Yes.
here in the local St. Louis
Yes.
market, so welcome back.
Thank you. This is very familiar.
So tell me, what do we have going on this weekend for the Centennial?
So,
Or next weekend, for next weekend.
Yes, my sorority is actually turning 100 on January 16th, which is a really big deal. We're celebrating our centennial all year long, but we're going to kick it off in 2020 with a big gala that we're having at the Renaissance at the airport. Saturday, January 25th, black tie event, band, DJ, plate at dinner, a keynote speech by our international president. So we're really looking forward to just celebrating our centennial.
I was looking at, because there's different, in each different city, there's something that's kind of going on. And when I was looking at some of the stuff, like in DC, there's a big national celebration in Chicago. So as one of the country's largest African-American women's organization, this is something happening all across the country. But the January 25th event is your chapter celebration here.
Absolutely. And there are lots of chapters of my sorority across the country and in fact internationally as well. So everybody's doing a little something. We thought we really wanted to do something to bring St. Louis out, and St. Louis has really been supportive of us, of our chapter, of my sorority, and all the things we're trying to do in the community. So this was an opportunity for us to celebrate amongst ourselves, but also among our community.
Greek life is one of those things that clearly, I mean, a lot of friends of mine, when they talk about their experience when they were in college, it's such a part of really who they are. And I kind of want to sort of like unpack that a bit, because you've been in the sorority since what, you were in college?
Since November 7th of 1995.
There we go.
I will turn 25 this year as a Zeta. But it's so interesting that you asked that, because that's actually among the historically black sororities and fraternities, that's really a misconception that people think it sort of starts and ends in college, but that's not the case. There is the entire college and undergraduate experience, but when you join a sorority or fraternity, my sorority is a lifelong commitment, and you are committing to life to serve your community, do things for the betterment of your people, of your community, of those around you, and it goes far beyond any graduation.
And I think that's a good point to make too, because some people join even outside of college, like past college, and talk about that, because this can be something that you become a part of professionally as a professional woman, correct?
Yes, there are lots of people who, for whatever reason, never joined when they were in undergrad. Maybe they were really busy with academics. Maybe they were a non-traditional student and had a family already. Maybe they were commuting and just didn't feel like they had the time. But there is the opportunity to join as, a 30-year-old, a 35-year-old, a 50-year-old. And it's something that, again, it really adds to your life. Throughout your life, you are spending your life serving the community, and you're still amongst like-minded women who have similar goals.
And so what do you think makes Zeta unique? So if somebody is hearing this and they are, let's say, just a professional, they never pledged when they were in college, but it's something they're interested in service, what are those kind of like 3, 4, what do you think are the main sort of descriptors that make it unique?
So I think that every sorority will talk about their focus on service, and that's something that we all have in common, and we often work together. For us, we have 4 founding principles. One is service, one is sisterhood, one is scholarship. But the one that I would say that really makes us especially unique is this principle of finer womanhood, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's this commitment to being finer. And in fact, we often will check ourselves if you're having a rough day, or you're feeling like you're particularly soror. You're not being finer. It's just about the way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, and your commitment to, at all times, being professional and presenting in a certain way, and keeping your cool. And it's something that I think is really unique about us.
And I want to get into, too, sort of the importance as you go through life with a sisterhood. So I want to get into that, but we're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we've got the information there for you on the screen. It's the Centennial Celebration. It's coming up on Saturday, January 25th, 7 p.m. at the Renaissance St. Louis Airport Hotel. For tickets and information, the full details of who's going to be participating, how you can attend to that, head to the website, ZetaPhi.org. I'm sure there's a better way of saying it.
Zeta.org.
Say it one more time.
Z5BZeta.org.
That's perfect. I'm going to have you say it for the next one. All right, but we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to have more with Erica Van Ross and Zeta Phi Beta Sorority after this.